Hi, this is Garrett Lewis. News Talk 790 KNST, continuing coverage of this tragic story. Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords shot in the head. Fox News is confirming that she has been shot in the head at her event on Ina and Oracle at a Safeway. The roads are not good around there. Please stay away. Staff members apparently have been shot as well. Reports are saying Fox News has not confirmed it yet, but NPR is reporting that Congresswoman Giffords has died. We are monitoring all reports. We are expecting at some point in the near future a press conference with the Pima County Sheriff's Office, so please keep it to 790 KNST for everything.
Fox News is also reporting up to 4 fatalities in this incident. Again, a shooting taking place on the northwest side of town at the intersection of Oracle and Ina.
If we are getting all the reports we could possibly get. News Director Paul Birmingham is working to find the latest information. If you have been there, any kind of information you can share, 880-KNST, 880-5678. Yahoo News is reporting that the gunman is in custody. Reuters has this. It says here, media reports that about a dozen people, like you said, Chris Paddock, the program director here at 790 KNST, a gunman ran up to Gabrielle Giffords, opened fire. Suspect, according to NPR, taken into custody.
They say that a witness standing by tackled the assailant, and they're also reporting that that person, they have not been able to confirm the identity of the alleged assailant, but they are saying that the person was held into custody. They're waiting Pima County Sheriff's Department to confirm that identity.
880-KNST, 880-5678. We continue with coverage on Fox News now for the latest on News Talk 790 KNST. 1221 now on News Talk 790 KNST. Garrett Lewis with you. Tragic news. Fox News confirming that Gabrielle Giffords has died after being shot in the head this morning. This is a tragic story, terrible story. Multiple fatalities being reported at UMC. UMC officials telling the media that there have been multiple fatalities. NPR, other media sources, Fox News saying that Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords has died. It was a meet. It was basically almost like a town hall, like an unofficial town hall that was supposed to take place at Oracle and Ina here in Tucson at the Safeway. And witnesses say they heard 15 to 20 gunshots. Someone walked up to Congresswoman Giffords and shot her in the head. Reports have other staff members have been shot. Anywhere from 12 to 15 other people have been shot. That may include staff members. CNN says they spoke to an employee of a nearby business there at Ina and Oracle, and they say that, again, 15 to 20 gunshots were heard, and that was from a nearby business. This is not what was needed. Our prayers and our thoughts go out to the Congresswoman, to all the other victims of this incident. We are going to continue our coverage. News Director Paul Birmingham is working on this. When there is a press conference from the Pima County Sheriff's Office, we will take that press conference live right here on News Talk 790 KNST. 1225 here on News Talk 790 KNST. Garrett Lewis in the studio, along with Program Director Chris Paddock, giving you the latest news on the shooting, and now it is being reported the death of Congresswoman Giffords, and we are getting updates from Fox News. You're just tuning in. They are reporting that 4 others have been killed, including 1 child. Security returned fire apparently to the lone gunman, and he was shot. Now he is in custody. More on this and the latest news, KNST News Director Paul Birmingham. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Garrett. Yes, again, we are getting these confirmations from a number of different sources, though it has not been confirmed yet by the Pima County Sheriff's Department, but by all indications are that this was a fatal shooting. As you mentioned, there are at least 4 people confirmed deceased. The injured were taken to University Medical Center by helicopter. The scene at Ina and Oracle best described as being treated as a disaster area insofar as the number of casualties. They are doing external triage. Members of Northwest Medical Center, as well as obviously University Medical Center, which is the trauma center here locally. There are reports, I have spoken to eyewitnesses who did indicate that the lone individual responsible for the shooting was essentially taken down by bystanders and immediately taken into custody. Again, we are waiting for official confirmation from the Pima County Sheriff's Department, the lead agency, So far as the local investigation goes, the FBI obviously being investigating as well. As far as the name of this individual at this point, none of that has been confirmed. So we're working through this, obviously, a very, very active scene continuing to be here on Tucson's northwest side here.
Paul, do we have any idea, and thank you for the information, do we have any idea when we might hear from the Pima County Sheriff's Office or any officials?
I would expect that to be within, hopefully, the hour. Again, this is a situation which clearly has been developing throughout the morning. They do have a number of officials at the scene. Tucson Police Chief Roberto Villasenor also seen going into University Medical Center, which, again, is where the victims were being taken. So we'll just have to wait and see exactly when that information does come out from the Sheriff's Department, Garrett.
And finally, for the people driving right now in that area, streets, you said it's a disaster area. Do you know if the streets are open? Is it one lane open? Do we have any idea?
There have been closures up here, and that's going to be Ina and Oracle. That is the area you'd pretty much want to avoid for, I would say, the remainder of the afternoon would be a safe bet, Garrett.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Whenever you get any more, please share it with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's KNST's Paul Birmingham.
Once again, we need to report Gabrielle Giffords, Arizona Representative Gabrielle Giffords. We're getting confirmation that she has succumbed to her injuries after a shooting on the northwest side. Again, we are awaiting confirmation from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. And, Garrett, this is absolutely a tragic day, not only in Arizona but in our nation.
Yeah, we don't need this. This is not needed. Whether you agree or disagree with a member of Congress or anyone else, this is not how this situation is handled. We, the United States of America, we vote in, we vote out. That's what we do. We do not resort to this. And the blame game eventually will start, but I don't want to get into that now because right now I want to make sure that people realize that the Congresswoman and 4 others in reports now say that a child killed in this tragic situation. We have to have our hearts, our thoughts, our prayers go out to all of the victims, all of the families. This is a terrible day, not just, like you said, not just in southern Arizona, not just in Tucson, but in the United States of America.
We will continue our wall-to-wall coverage of this story as it breaks. Also, we will be following Fox News, and we are awaiting a confirmation and a press conference with the Pima County Sheriff's Department. Garrett.
Well, and Paul Birmingham will give us the latest. Remember, please avoid Oracle and Ina. Avoid Oracle and Ina. That is where the shootings took place. We're hearing anywhere from 12 to 15 people shot. Fox News reporting 4 others and Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords shot and killed this morning at this event. It was at the Safeway at Oracle and Ina. It was basically an unofficial town hall. It wasn't inside a building. It was outside the Safeway. You have any questions, she could answer them. She wanted to meet people. And reports say one lone gunman walked up to Congresswoman Giffords and opened fire and shot her in the head. And Fox News is reporting that security that was there, and I don't know what level of security was there. I don't know what was there. But they say they returned fire, and that's when other people were struck. Reports say from Fox News that security did shoot the lone gunman. No word on his condition, but he's in custody. We are giving you the latest. We will continue with Fox News coverage at the top and bottom of every hour and Fox News Channel on TV right here on 790 KNST. The latest from Paul Birmingham coming as well, and we'll take your calls on this. Appropriate calls, please, witnesses. 1236 here on News Talk 790 KNST. Conflicting reports. It was reported that Gabrielle Giffords has died. But again, there's a lot of information, a lot of conflicting reports, and we have the latest now from our news director, Paul Birmingham. Paul.
As you mentioned, Garrett, conflicting reports to say the very least. We are hearing from a number of different outlets here that, in fact, the Congresswoman was killed during this shooting today. However, we are also hearing from, among others, the Sheriff of Pima County, Clarence Dupnick, that the Congresswoman is, in fact, still at University Medical Center in surgery. So, obviously, a very active scene. We can confirm that 4 people have been shot dead. However, the additional victims, or rather the victims, have not been named at this point specifically. Also, 7 other people injured during the shooting, which again took place about 10 o'clock this morning at Ina and Oracle. This is still a very active scene here on Tucson's northwest side. The gunman, said to be a single individual, was essentially taken down by the bystanders who were here at this Congress on Your Corner event. Again, an opportunity for congressional members to meet with the constituents. So again, conflicting information, Fox News, CNN, NPR reporting the death of the Congresswoman. However, no official confirmation yet either from any of the officials in Pima County University Medical Center or members of the Congresswoman's staff at this point.
Wow. So, Paul, I mean, this is a very hectic situation. Like you said, conflicting reports everywhere. We really have, I mean, we get it from one news source and another news source. What are we to believe? Are we just supposed to just take it as a fluid event and you know, things are going to constantly be changing?
People hear things in this era. They don't want to be confirmed. It could be an authority who is speaking, quote, on the condition of anonymity because they've not been authorized to speak until we hear something official. We saw this very same instance during the Agent Terry shooting, a tragic event just a few weeks ago where one person would be reporting something and they're doing so to try and get the information out before their competitors do. So in this particular instance, again, no official confirmation from the lead agency, whether it be the Pima County Sheriff's Department or the Federal Bureau of Investigation, that had in fact been a shooting which claimed the life of the congressman. But we can confirm that 4 people are in fact deceased at this point.
Okay. Paul, thank you so much for clearing that up and getting us the latest information. We'll talk to you soon.
Definitely.
Okay. That's KNST News Director Paul Birmingham saying that reports are conflicting. I repeat, reports are conflicting. Now it is being reported. Paul Birmingham, through his sources, is reporting that Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords is in critical condition in surgery right now. Critical condition in surgery. Our hearts, our prayers, our thoughts are with Congresswoman Giffords and hoping that she makes it through this surgery. There have been other fatalities that were there, anywhere from 12 to 15 people. Reports say were shot at the scene this morning at the Safeway at Ina and Oracle. 880-KNST, 880-5678. If you have been at the scene, if you witnessed anything, you can share it with us here at 790-KNST. Kevin, thanks for hanging on so long. You work right near the scene, don't you?
Yes, I do. I work at Ina and Oracle at a local restaurant, Macayo's.
Okay, and what... Did you witness anything? Did you see anything? Did you hear anything?
I personally did not see anything. I was scheduled to work at 10 a.m. I went in, I was walking into work, and then I heard the gunshots. It was around that time. I really didn't know what to think. I went into work, and we turned on the news, and then we saw it. We saw what happened, and it's really shocking to see, and it's really close to home. And unfortunately, it had to happen to our congresswoman, but, I mean, nobody saw this coming.
No, nobody saw it at all. Do you have any idea how many gunshots you heard? I mean, how quick was the situation?
It happened really quick. I wasn't expecting it at all, so I can't really put a finger on how many I heard. I think I heard 2, and then I went inside and I told my employees what happened, and we turned on the news, and that's when traffic started getting backed up. They have several of the roads blocked off. I was waiting outside to talk to some of the people. I talked to some of the cops with one of my coworkers, and they told us that she was confirmed dead. And this was before I was watching the news. They said that she was on the way to UMC. So I don't know if they had some information, but it's just crazy.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of misinformation happening, and reports are coming out so quickly. But we just heard from Paul Birmingham saying that she is in surgery in critical condition right now. So that's the latest. We can only hope she pulls through. And well, thank you very much for giving us an eyewitness report on that. Please stay safe.
No problem. Everybody just needs to give her their prayers and stay positive.
You got it. Thank you, Kevin.
Take it easy.
You too. 880-KNST, 880-5678. If you did witness any of this, you can share it here. If you have prayers you'd like to say for the Congresswoman, you can share it here as well. We are working to get more information. Paul Birmingham is working frantically to get the latest information about the shooter, victims, any information. At some point, hopefully, within the hour, we may get a press conference from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. But now that we know that the Congresswoman is in critical condition, they may wait. 880-KNST, 880-5678. 1252 here on News Talk 790 KNST. We are getting eyewitness reports. You can continue to give them to us at 880-KNST, 880-5678. Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords in critical condition right now. Fox News reporting that Gabrielle Giffords in critical condition, and we'll get the latest from Fox News in under 8 minutes right here on News Talk 790 KNST. We are expecting a press conference from the Pima County Sheriff's Office at 1:30. 1:30 press conference. So less than 40 minutes from now, we will hear the latest information from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. We already had one eyewitness or witness said he heard several gunshots, worked at the Macayo's right next to the Ina and Oracle corner right there. This morning at Ina and Oracle at the Safeway, Gabrielle Giffords was going to have an event where she was going to talk with constituents. And one lone gunman opened fire. There are reports now that 4 were killed. Fox News reports 4 people have been killed, including 1 child. Gawker, the website Gawker, has received, and these are reports. Gawker has received reports about the description of the lone gunman. They say he was young, mid to late 20s, white, clean-shaven, short hair, wearing dark clothing. Didn't say anything during the shooting or while being held down. He did struggle at first, but did not say anything while being held down. This is from Stephen Rail, an eyewitness. An eyewitness named Stephen Rail said the person was not particularly dressed well, didn't look like a businessman, more of kind of a fringe character, and that's a quote, a fringe character. Traffic is not good. It is not moving. Please avoid Ina and Oracle at all costs right now. Once again, Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, in critical condition at surgery at UMC. A press conference is coming at 1:30. Paul Birmingham, our news director, is giving us the latest information. Again, feel free to share here on News Talk 790 KNST any thoughts, appropriate thoughts. This has nothing to do with party lines. You just heard Fox News report that John Boehner said he was absolutely astounded. We're all heartbroken here for the victims of this. Gabrielle Giffords and the others that have been shot, wounded, killed. Surgery is happening right now at UMC. We'll give you the latest right here on News Talk 790 KNST. Now we're going to get the latest from Fox News. All right, Garrett Lewis once again on News Talk 790 KNST. We have new updated information from KNST News Director Paul Birmingham.
Absolutely, Garrett. We can confirm, and this is via the Associated Press, that an aide to the Congresswoman has, in fact, been killed during this morning's mass shooting that took place at Ina and Oracle about 10 o'clock. We have been told also that the Congresswoman herself is in surgery at University Medical Center. Her condition said to be critical at this point. Again, we are hearing that she has not been killed, although that has been reported by a number of different media outlets, everybody from Fox News, CNN to NPR. Earlier, there were also reports that the gunman was taken into custody. We have confirmed that at this point, that there is one individual in custody. Motive obviously remains very much unclear. This shooting happened at a Congress on Your Corner event, an opportunity for congressional delegation members to meet with their constituents. I'm told it was about 15 minutes into the event when witnesses reported hearing this gunfire. Again, so far, we have confirmed 4 people confirmed dead. Among those, an aide to the Congresswoman who is said to be now in surgery, at least 7 others injured and airlifted to the University Medical Center Trauma Center here in Midtown Tucson.
Thanks for the latest, Paul. Paul, really quick, just for people also driving right now, stuck in traffic, any word on the road situation around Ina
and Oracle? That has been shut down to land those medical helicopters. 3 at least landed to take the victims to University Medical Trauma Center. So at this point, I'm expecting it to be shut down for at least several more hours because there could be a scene extending into that area there. We've really got no report as far as when that will be reopened. We've got a number of different agencies, DPS handling the traffic on Oracle Road, PCSO, Sheriff's Department handling traffic on Ina. So it's an open question as to when this will be open again, but I would expect it to be sometime.
And really quick again, do we have any idea? I know the reports are being thrown around and numbers being thrown around. Any idea how many people total were shot, were victims here?
We can confirm at least 11, and that would be through the hospital, given that there were 7 injured and 7 who were deceased. There could be others who were at the scene among the wounded. At this point, we're waiting for more information from both PCSO and the University Medical Center, who's expected to be able to provide some additional details as to the number of casualties. It is, however, being treated as a mass casualty event, with hospitals being told to bring in extra personnel, including Northwest Medical Center, which is here in the immediate area.
All right, thank you very much, Paul Birmingham, with the latest. That's our news director. Paul, when you get more, please let us know. All right, thank you, Paul Birmingham. We are going to be carrying the press conference again, the press conference 1:30. So a little under 32 minutes from now, we will carry the press conference from the Pima County Sheriff's Office about this tragic situation, this pointless attack on Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords and others. We're hearing staff members, and as Paul said, No name's been released yet. We'll find out, I'm assuming, at the press conference in just about 30 minutes. We will find out how many people were victims, how many people deceased, how many people still alive. Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords in critical condition right now in surgery at UMC. And as Paul said, they can confirm 11 shooting victims. 11 shooting victims from this, again, this senseless attack. We're going to take your calls on this, your thoughts. If you were a witness, we want to hear from you. 880-KNST, 880-5678. Please be patient. We will get with you. We will get others. We're going to carry the press conference live in just about 30 minutes here on News Talk 790 KNST. We'll continue with Fox News as well. Please be patient. We will get your eyewitness accounts to this and your thoughts on this. And for God's sakes, and I'm just speaking as a talk show host now, not a journalist, nothing stupid, nothing dumb. This is not a right or left moment. This is a humanitarian moment. Your call is coming up after the top of the hour news. 102 on News Talk 790 KNST. Garrett Lewis with you, continuing coverage of the tragic attack today, the tragic shooting. Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, among the 11 people shot by a lone gunman. The Congresswoman is in critical condition right now. Paul Birmingham, the news director here at 790 KNST, says that he can confirm 11, his sources tell him 11 victims of this lone gunman. There have been deaths. We will find out at a press conference 1:30, so 27 minutes and 20 seconds from now, we will carry a press conference live from the Pima County Sheriff's Department, giving us the latest information. 11 have been shot. There have been fatalities from UMC officials. They have airlifted the shooting victims to UMC, and again, that's where Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords is in surgery. She is in critical condition. 880-KNST, 880-5678. This is not what we need. The gunman is in custody, by the way. The gunman is in custody. There have been reports, we will find out more, but there have been reports that the gunman was shot. I know he was taken into custody. New Speaker John Boehner issued a statement today condemning the attack on Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords and her members, because there are reports that of the 11 people that were shot, some were members of her staff. Quote, I am horrified by the senseless attack on Congresswoman Giffords and members of her staff. An attack on one who serves is an attack on all who serve. Acts and threats of violence against public officials have no place in our society. Our prayers are with Congresswoman Giffords, her staff, all who are injured and their families. This is a sad day for our country. That's what John Boehner has said in a statement from his office. I completely agree. This is not a time to talk about politics. This is not a time to talk about conservatism and liberalism. This is a time to condemn senseless acts of violence. You may disagree with someone. That gives you no right to have any kind of an attack like this. 880-KNST, 880-5678. People want to talk about it. Jack, thanks for hanging on. Welcome to 790 KNST.
Yeah, this is just totally wrong at so many levels. This is not how we do it in America. This is how it's taken care of in a third world country or dictatorship. We just had an election, and Obi will tell you that I'm not a Gabby Giffords fan. She may be an okay person. I don't know her personally, but I disagree with her politically. I worked against her in the last election, and I worked against her in this election, and there was another one coming up. We take care of this stuff at the ballot box, not at the end of a barrel. That's how Hitler did it. That's how Stalin did it. We're not that way.
No, we're not. You are 100% right. That's why I'm glad we got you in, Jack. It doesn't matter if you believe in her politics or not. This is about a human being, and nobody deserves this. Nobody. More of your calls coming up. First, we have the latest from KNST News Director Paul Birmingham. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Garrett. Again, we are still confirming that Gabrielle Giffords in surgery as of at least 12:30 this afternoon. We're still waiting to hear any information about the individual who was taken into custody initially by bystanders and then later by authorities. Another thing we can confirm, at least 4, possibly 5 people deceased, 7 others injured. 3 medical helicopters landing up at Ina and Oracle to take the injured to the University Medical Center Trauma Center. Among those deceased, now confirmed, a member of the Congresswoman's staff. That person has not yet been named, but again, we are confirming that the Congresswoman is said to be in surgery right now. There earlier were media outlets reporting, among those Fox News, CNN, that she had been killed in this attack that took place about 10 o'clock at Ina and Oracle. But again, that has not been confirmed and, in fact, is being disputed by at least University Medical Center and another member of the Congresswoman's staff.
Okay. Oh, man, this is incredible. And we're going to find out more, do you think, Paul, when the press conference comes up at 1:30? Do you think the sheriff's office is going to give details about some of the people or the gunmen?
That's possible. However, obviously, when you're talking about individuals who have been killed, you're going to have to make those next kin notifications. But as far as the suspect and what potentially could go on there, that's going to be idle speculation yet at this point because, again, you've got the FBI investigating, you've got the Pima County Sheriff's Department investigating, a number of different authorities who are on the scene treating this as a very large mass casualty incident. So, again, there are a lot of unanswered questions at this point. Obviously, the question of motive, the question of identity of the shooter. So a lot still needs to be sorted out. Could be several hours before we get confirmation on at least what went on leading up to the shooting, which, again, took place at Congress on Your Corner about 15, 20 minutes into it, according to witnesses at the scene.
Paul, any word, just really quick, I know you're getting all kinds of information thrown at you, but again, because people are driving, people are wondering what the hell's going on.
Right.
Any word, again, on the street closures? Are you still going to remain closed from now until whenever?
I would expect that to be the case until we hear otherwise from the Department of Public Safety. They are pretty good about sending out any updates in terms of what the duration of the closure would be. I'm just going through on the BlackBerry here to see if they have sent anything out in terms of how long they expect it to be closed. It looks like they're calling that's SR 77, which is Oracle Road. Basically, they're saying at this point no word as far as how long it is. So there you go there in terms of what DPS is saying. Obviously, it's a very large scene. There could have been bullets that went across Oracle Road or across Ina Road. So at this point, they're treating this pretty much as an entire active shooting area, Jared.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, thank you for the update. And this is terrible, terrible news that more victims, and one now you confirmed again that one fatality is a member of her staff, right?
Absolutely. That has been confirmed by the Associated Press that among the deceased is a member of the Congresswoman's staff. That individual has not been named so far. I can tell you that one of her spokespeople, C.J. Karamarjan, is in fact en route from another location down to Tucson. So I know that he is reported to be safe at this point. But again, in terms of the name of the individual who was fatally shot this morning, that has not been disclosed. Obviously, lots that needs to go on. Next of kin notification, and again, a very, very active shooting investigation on Tucson's northwest side, and again at University Medical Center, which is where the individuals who were shot during today's attack were taken by medical helicopter, at least 3 landing in that intersection of Ina and Oracle Road, taken all to University Medical Center trauma.
Wow, three helicopters landed in Ina, right in the middle of Ina?
Right, correct.
Wow, so we have no information, obviously, because of next to kin anything. No idea if the people that were shot, if they were all adults or if any were under the age of 18?
We are hearing reports that there may have been at least one child involved, but it's, again, a very, very active situation. Obviously, they're working to try and get those details. Witnesses, pretty shaken up here. This is going to be a situation which will obviously stay with them for a very, very long time, and just trying to get the information can be very, very difficult given the nature of and dramatic and traumatic nature of what went on this morning.
Okay, Paul, when you get the latest, please let us know, okay?
Absolutely, Gareth.
Thank you. That's Paul Birmingham, the news director here at News Talk 790 KNST. Again, Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords in critical condition right now at UMC after this Congress in Your Corner event. It was about 10 o'clock this morning. That's when it started. She was at, again, Ina and Oracle at the Safeway, ready to talk to constituents, answer questions. And about 15 minutes in is when one lone gunman opened fire. And we're going to have the latest information in 20 minutes. 20 minutes from now at 1:30, the Pima County Sheriff's Department is going to have a press conference, and we will carry it live here on News Talk 790 KNST. If you have any eyewitness information If you have any thoughts or prayers that you'd like to share, you can do it. 880-KNST.